In the matter of Johnson versus Fidelis. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated.
Mr. Johnson, did you ever hear the expression when you were growing up, good guys finish last?
Yes, I have heard it, and I found that out.
You're the good guy.
Yes, I am.
I don't necessarily think he's the bad guy. Let me see if I can explain to my comrade over here what this case is about. You had an employee,
right?
A woman.
Yes.
What kind of business are you in?
I'm in the plumbing business, service and repair.
And what did this woman do for you?
She answered telephones and did some light office work.
And then there came a time when she was arrested.
Correct.
What was she arrested for?
It was 3 felony drug charges.
And she asked you if you would post her bail.
Correct.
And here's where we get the good guys finish last. You said, okay.
I didn't say okay right away. She called me 6 times begging to get me out, begging to get her out, and I wasn't going to do it. Then she said, look, I'll sign my car over to you if you get me out. I said, are you sure you want to do that? I says, okay, I'll get you out. So I didn't think there was going to be that big of a deal. It did turn out to be a big deal, though. So
you posted the bail and with this gentleman?
Mr. Fidelis, yes.
And how much did you have to actually give him in cash?
It was $2,515. The bail was $25,000,
okay.
10%.
And that means that if she failed to appear, since you are saying I will vouch for her, you would have been responsible for the entire $25,000 if she chose not to appear.
Correct. That's the way the contract is written, yes.
Is that correct so far?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Bare bones. And subsequently, she was terminated from her job.
Correct.
You got nervous.
Well, she became...
So you called Mr. Fidelis.
Correct.
And what did you say to him?
Well, I told her, I says, the only reason I'll go to the bail bondsman right now to have you put back in jail is because you don't have any place to go outside the state of California. She goes, oh, yes, I do. And I also know the state of California would never come and extradite me. And I advised her the financial risk I took in getting her out of jail. So after hearing this, I then contacted Mr. Fidelis about this. I want her back in jail. I want out of this bond. And on the 28th...
Just a second. We're not...
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Don't get ahead of me.
Okay.
So you contacted Mr. Fidelis. Mr. Fidelis did not pick her up.
I did not pick her up, Your Honor.
And that caused you to hire an attorney.
Correct. To
go to court and make a motion to have this bail forfeited. Plus, you had to lose days at your business because
Correct.
You went to several court hearings.
Yes.
And you want Mr. Fidelis to pay you back for your legal fees and for your lost time at work because
Correct.
He didn't pick her up and get you off the hook. That's what your lawsuit.
Basically, yes.
So you contacted Mr. Fidelis, and Mr. Fidelis said what?
He agreed to pick her up. He signed a document. He and I both signed it on the 28th of June.
Can I see it, please?
Your Honor, I did not agree to pick her up.
Just a second, I want to see the document that he says you signed that you would pick her up. This is a request for
Correct.
Surrender of defendant.
Correct.
And release from liability, and it says that you have information that would lead the court to believe that there is increased potential for the defendant's flight. You signed it, and he signed it.
Correct.
Where does it say here that he agrees to pick her up?
He agreed verbally that he would...
Just a second. He doesn't say here that he agrees to pick her up.
I understand that document there, yes.
Okay.
But he did tell me, in this letter that I did address to him, that he would have his people pick her up. Okay, he agreed. He quoted me a fee. I asked him what it was going to be. It's going to be $500 to $600. He says, fine, pick her up. I'll pay it. He never would. He had me sitting around the office with her because I wanted to be there, make sure she was there, so there wasn't going to be any problems.
What date was this?
It was signed on the 28th. On the 30th, I called him to notify her that she could come, that he could come pick her up, which he never did. He kept promising he was going to pick her up. Here's bail agent.
Just a second. You said to him on the 30th, he signed this, and you signed this.
It was signed on the 28th.
And then on the 30th, you called him and said, well, come pick her up. She's in the office.
Right.
Just a second.
I'm sorry.
And what did he say to you?
He told me that he was going to contact his bail agent and that he would have her picked up. I kept calling him about every 30 minutes asking, why are they here? He would never call me back, and then he promised me he was going to come personally and pick her up and take her into custody before the day was out. He never showed up.
Okay, now what happened on that day, sir, the 30th of June?
I don't recall that day, Your Honor. On the 25th...
25th of what?
The plaintiff of June, 2004.
I'm talking about the 30th, 2 days after you signed this request for surrender.
Nothing happened that day, Your Honor.
Well, he says that he contacted your office several times.
No, these are all false statements that the plaintiff is making.
Okay. Did you know this lady? from any previous time? Had you ever had any
No, Your
previous
Honor.
dealings with her?
No, Your Honor.
She was a stranger to you?
Yes.
What did you tell Mr. Johnson when you signed this?
If at any time she became a risk at any time, you would have to justify and give good cause to surrender her over to the court. Now,
Just
good
a second,
cause
how did you tell him to do that?
by picking her up himself and surrendering her over to the proper authorities.
Did you tell him, just a second?
Yes.
Did you tell him that?
Yes,
that he
I
has
did.
the right to take her by the arm
Yes.
and bring her to court? You
Yes.
told him that?
Yes, Your Honor.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
No, you didn't. You know, I can tell that because you looked at the floor when you said that. I don't believe it, and I don't believe that it's even appropriate for somebody to grab somebody else by the arm and say, I'm dragging you to court. I can just imagine what would go on in this town if that happened. It would be a free-for-all. So he's
Your
saying
Honor.
listen to me. He's saying to a professional, I want you to pick her up.
I cannot, Your Honor.
Fine. Then you have to tell him what to do.
And I did. I gave him all the information by the laws of the state. He could have done whatever he wished at that point.
Then what does this say, sir? Then what is this for? What is this surrender document
The
for?
surrender
Just so
document-
that you're on alert for something?
Your Honor, that document is a standard document that is required when and if you surrender the defendant over. He did not show good cause.
Just a second. He did not show good cause.
For the surrender of the defendant.
To whom?
To myself.
Ah, here we go.
Yes.
Well, we're going to get there. I want to tell you something. We're going to get there to where I want to be, whether you like it or not. We understand each other?
Yes, Your Honor.
So what you're saying is what he told you about the conversation that he had with this lady was not sufficient in your judgment to pick her up.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ah, right.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
The judge on the same date issued a bench warrant for her arrest with $50,000 bail, sir.
Yes.
If she wasn't required to be there, he wouldn't have issued a warrant for her.
And later today,
Have a good time at your prom? Yes. You paid $428 for 6 hours. Now you're suing Mr. Ginsburg for $5,000. You want to explain that to me, Mrs. Drew?
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Clifford Johnson says bail bondsman Michael Fidelis owes for attorney fees and lost wages. Clifford says when Michael refused to surrender a bailee, he had to hire a lawyer.
Now, in June, did she make a court appearance?
Yes, I actually have the docket showing she made over 9 appearances, each and every time over a 7-month duration.
Did there ever come a time she failed to appear?
No, she did not.
Is that correct, sir?
No, it's not correct. She failed to appear on December 1st, and I have the court document where the judge issued
May I
a
see it,
$50,000 warrant for arrest.
Let me see both documents, please, Bert.
Right here, highlighted.
On December 1st, bail was exonerated. That's when you had a lawyer come in with you?
They posted the day before with the court.
And he has bench warrant issued.
Warrant, Your Honor, if...
Bail is set at $50,000, mandatory appearance.
Well, Your Honor, she had hired private counsel, and her presence was not required on December 1st. That's why the bond was exonerated and not forfeited on December 1st. If she was ordered to appear on December 1st and she was not present, the bond would have been forfeited, not exonerated, regardless of the motion defense counsel, the third party for the plaintiff, had filed.
The judge on the same date issued a bench warrant for her arrest with $50,000 bail, sir.
Yes.
If she wasn't required to be there, he wouldn't have issued a warrant for her.
Then why wasn't she detained on December 16th?
I don't know, sir, why she wasn't detained on December 16th.
That's obviously an error of the court.
All I'm telling you is a bench warrant was issued for her on December 1st. Your problem, Mr. Johnson, is that after June, when you requested that he pick her up,
Yes?
she appeared June 17th, July 19th, August 2nd, September 20th, October 13th, November 2nd. She appeared on all those dates.
She sure did.
She sure did. Well, you got a problem, sir. That's why nice guys finish last. She did
Your
make
Honor.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 appearances before December 12th.
Your Honor, from the attorneys that represented me, they told me that there's a California law that
Listen
requires...
to me. You cannot tell me what the attorneys told you. That's
Okay.
hearsay. And what I'm telling you is I'm trying to be reasonable with you.
I
I don't think
understand.
that he's being honest with me as to what your conversations were with each other, and also initially whether or not he had a responsibility to act on your information. But if I look at the objective data, Mr. Johnson, this defendant, not this defendant, but this defendant did in fact make 6 court appearances. And you had the ability during each of those court appearances to go in, to hire a lawyer, do the exact same thing as you did on December 1st and say, listen, I have this information and I don't want to be responsible for this bail anymore. Ultimately, the case was resolved.
She was sentenced to jail.
Ultimately, the case was resolved. She pled guilty, but she did, in fact, appear on 6 other court dates.
She barely made 2 of those court payments.
Your Honor.
Mr. Johnson, nice guys finish last. Don't postpone for anybody anymore. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out. This is crazy.
What I think is the real motive is he has something going on with her.
No, I do not. I personally think, after speaking with the defendant in the criminal case, that he wanted something more than an employee-employer relationship.
He was calling her, trying to get her to go out and date. On a date is what he was doing.
I do not appreciate his defamatory and slandering comments.
There are other girls in my office that told me this stuff. They overheard conversation between him and her.
I explained to her, I have nothing to do with that. You need to appear in court when you're ordered to and finish your case.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Rue versus Ginsburg. Step forward, please.
Daycare worker Angela Rue is suing limo company owner Paul Ginsburg for a refund of his fee. Angela claims the limo he provided for her twin son's prom was filthy.
Mr. Ginsburg, how many limousines do you have in your fleet?
9.
Mrs. Rue, you reserved the limousine for your boy's prom, is that right?
Yes,
From Mr. Ginsburg's company, how did you find his company?
off the internet.
These are your 2 boys?
Yes, ma'am.
When did they graduate? This past June?
Yes,
And when was their prom?
May the 22nd.
And what did you reserve?
A 6-passenger limo, a new model Lincoln limo for my kids.
Did he tell you how much it would be?
$428 for a party package limo.
Is that what a party package is, sir? $428?
We don't have party packages as per se. A party package is how they dress up a limousine, but it's by the hour, times however many hours, plus tax and tip.
What did he tell you that they would have in the limo to dress it up?
It would be like a party scene, balloons, confetti and everything like that, little soft drinks in there.
And what time is it supposed to arrive?
7 o'clock,
What time did it arrive?
7:15.
So what's the problem?
The problem is when the limo got there, I'm expecting a new limousine light. It had a broken tail light, the car was dirty, the tinted windows had bubbles all up in it. Inside of the limo, it had a cut, which it had a chocolate bar inside. I didn't know that until later after my son got to the prom and he sit on it and got out and had a big old chocolate stain on his tux.
Did you take photographs of it?
Yes, ma'am.
May I see them, please?
This is all this inside.
Miss Rue, did you prepay this limousine the $428?
I paid it as it arrived there. I paid it.
The inside doesn't look so bad to me.
But inside,
What do you think?
Hard to tell from here, to be honest with you.
Sure is. Son looks pretty good in the tux. Pretty girl.
Yeah.
Whose
Looks
date was
good.
that? Yours?
Yes.
Still with her?
Huh.
Huh?
Sort of.
Loving her? Well, the outside has these little bubbles in it. Is that what you're
That's
talking
pretty
about?
funky.
yes, and I also have a videotape of
Okay,
it
so
too.
now I'll take a look at the videotape, because so far I see a broken taillight, but nothing that strikes me as being disastrous, quite frankly.
And they said the seat is ripped. That was ripped. We might can live with that, but for $400, you need to get the discount or something. See here, look, ain't this trash up in this here corner? See this tail light? It's flashing and it's white, okay? I just want to put this on the camera. Tail light's broken. Left hand side blinking is blinking white, not red. I should have been a lawyer. Bringing me some cases.
Did you have a good time at your prom?
Yes.
Did you have a good time at your
Yes.
prom? Sure you did. Did you rent your tuxedo?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You brought it back with the chocolate stain?
No, we went in the bathroom and cleaned up.
You paid $428 for 6 hours. Now you're suing Mr. Ginsburg for $5,000. You want to explain that to me, Mrs. Rue?
For hardship.
What kind of
Disaster.
hardship?
Because this only happened once in a lifetime for my kids, a prom. This is a remember
The boys
moment.
had a good time at their prom.
After they cleaned up the chocolate off his pants and was disappointed because of the limo.
Ms. Rue, I don't know if you've ever seen me do cases involving limousine companies around prom time. I am very, very hard on a limousine company that overbooks, that disappoints kids, that doesn't get there in time, that sends the wrong kind of car, that doesn't send a car that's large enough to accommodate. I'm really tough on them because I think that that's, you know, without a conscience if you do that to kids and you disappoint them and don't provide a service. But quite frankly, life isn't perfect. And while this limousine probably could have been spruced up a little bit more, and while clearly I saw a tiny cut in the seat, you say there was some chocolate, something in there that got on your son's pants. He said he went into the bathroom, cleaned it up, and then you went and you had a great time at your prom. Fair statement?
Yes.
The only one that didn't have a good time was you. And you have to teach your children the following. You have to teach your children that there are things that you get excited about in this life and that aggravate you in this life, and there are things that you just pass over. And you say, listen, things could have been better. You had a great time. Glad you had a great time. Next time we won't use Mr. Ginsburg's company.
Exactly.
That's all. But you're not entitled to $4,500 for your aggravation.
I understand that.
Right. And when you went and followed him and he had a broken tail light, there was a white light instead of a red light, I guarantee you your children didn't know that. The only ones that knew that were the people that were following him, videotaping for sort of sport this event. So, Mr. Ginsburg, let me explain to you, you got off lucky, sir. Because while things could have been neater in your limousine, you probably have to spruce up your fleet a little bit. You're entitled to your $428. You provided a service for the 6 hours. The boys had a good time. And their mother has to get over it. That's all. Case is dismissed.
Parties are excused. You may step out. Case number 1 on the calendar in the matter of Walker versus Noble. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Folks have seats.
Mr. Walker, you and the defendant leased an apartment together. It is your claim that the defendant locked you out, she kept some of your property, and in addition, she showed around a private letter which caused you embarrassment.
Yeah.
The defendant says that you, in fact, broke the lease to the apartment. She is countersuing for your share of 4 months' rent. She said that she did not lock you out of the apartment. So when did you sign this lease?
It was September 22nd of 2001.
And how did you know the defendant?
I used to work with her, and we were friends.
So tell me when this problem started, around Christmas time?
It was around Christmas time, December 21st of 2001. I had received a phone call, 3 o'clock in the morning, from my mother, stating that she was sick and that she wanted me to come down there to be with her.
Where does she live?
She lives in Virginia.
Where is this apartment that you were living in?
It's in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
The only thing I took with me was my clothes. A few days later, my mom got better, so I was going to come home, and I received a phone call from Josie stating that I am no longer allowed in the house because she thought I moved out.
How many days later?
It had to have been like 4 or 5
In the
That's
month
not
of
true at
December?
all.
in the month of December.
No.
Okay. Had you paid your share of December's rent?
Yes, I was paid up until January.
None of that is true at
Just
all.
a second, I'm going to get to you in a minute. All right, how much was rent?
It was $240. I paid $240 a month.
Josie, give me your version of what happened.
Let's see, December 20th, I spoke to him on the phone, and I asked him if he had his share of the rent money. And the whole month, I was letting him go, just giving me $40 a week, and we'll just take it up from there, and he'd make it up to me at the end of the month. And when I talked to him, he said that he spent his share on presents. And I never once said that he could never come back to the apartment.
Let's just you're getting ahead of yourself. You're getting ahead of yourself. Now, what happened? He said he left December 21st. What happened?
He left in the night. I never heard a phone ring at 3 a.m. I would have woken up. He would have woken up.
Well, who's he?
He is my my ex-boyfriend. He was there at the time.
Okay, I don't care whether you heard a phone or you didn't hear a phone. You woke up December 21st, and
I woke up. Well, he woke up to go wake Jamie up to go to work, and he found this note that Jamie left.
Can I see it, please? Did you write this letter?
No, I did not. That is not my writing.
Oh my God.
I have very sloppy writing. That is not my writing.
Do you have any other writing of the?
I have the
plaintiffs?
copy of the lease that he signed, and I don't know about that.
Well, but he's printing this.
There should be a signature one right above
Oh, I
my
see.
signature.
Oh, I see. Yes, you're right. I think you wrote this.
I did not write it.
I think you wrote this, Mr. Walker. I'm just looking at the way you not only signed your name here, but printed it on your lease. It's exactly the same as the printing on this. Yes, it is. Okay. So you left.
Yes.
What items do you claim that Miss Noble kept of yours?
Well, she has a computer.
Well, you wrote here the computer is yours, too. You can have my last paycheck. Give this to Dawn as proof. And you also wrote the computer is yours, too.
I did not give her the computer.
Well, that's what you wrote, sir.
But I didn't write that, I'm saying.
Oh, I think you did.
Well, she has a desk of mine, too. A bed. She has some books, CDs.
And when did you try to get back into the apartment, Mr. Walker?
It was right after I got back.
Okay. And you're on the lease?
Yes, I am.
Then you should have been let back into the apartment. Did you go to the police?
No, I didn't know I could.
Of course you did. If you have a lease to an apartment, you're on the lease.
The landlord wouldn't let me back in there either.
No, you go to the police. Put your hand down. I didn't ask for you. You know that you can go to the police if you're locked out of your apartment. Come.
And they had the locks changed, too.
So what? The police go, they knock at the door, they say he has a lease to the apartment, he has the absolute right to be here, to be to the apartment. You were ready to go home in a couple of days. You go home. So I don't believe you, sir.
He didn't go to Virginia. I have a receipt from my cousin who sent him money while he was in York, PA.
I don't care where he went. I don't believe him. You want to tell me the second part of your lawsuit, sir? Second part of your lawsuit is about a letter.
Yes. Miss Noble had gone through my room with all my stuff, and she had found a personal letter of mine, and she had given it to one of our coworkers, and in which in turn that coworker had took that letter and spread it around work and customers too.
Tell me about that letter.
After he left that note, we waited a little while. He cleaned out the room, Jamie's room, and we found this little red binder that said, "Don't go through it." So we're going to go through it.
Of course.
And he found the letter, handed it to me, I read it, got a kick out of it, and the girl that I showed, he was going around saying that he slept with her, telling nasty stories about her, and it's like, she wasn't my best friend, but she was like a coworker, and it's affecting her reputation. So we invited her over, we showed her the letter, she said, "Can I keep it?" And I didn't care. And she kept it, gave it back, I don't know what I did.
That's why, Mr. Walker, if you honestly wanted to get back into your apartment, and I don't know where you went, because you had valuable things in there, things that you didn't want shown around, that's why you go to the police and you get all your stuff. When, for the first time, did you decide to get back your stuff?
It was right after I got back.
No.
Which was what month?
December.
In December?
Mm-hmm.
So what did you do?
I called her and
So
I
what
said,
did you do? Did you go to court in December? Did you go to court in January or February? What'd you do?
No, I waited because she said she was going to take me to court first. And I never got anything back, so I filed the case.
Why should you? Listen to me.
Because she said she was going to.
Mr. Walker, you're not an unintelligent person, are you?
No.
You're locked out of your apartment, you go to the police, you say, "I have to get my stuff, my computer, my private
He
stuff."
was
I
never locked
went
out.
away in the middle of the night to help take care of my ailing mother.
He was never locked out. I didn't get the locks changed until about a month ago.
Not even, like 2 weeks ago.
What happened was he left a note in my mailbox telling me to call him on a cell phone number. And I told him, "Why don't you just give me like $500 and I won't go to the cops and I won't go do all this stuff so I can get the rest of my money back," because I really wanted to avoid this.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
doesn't give her the right to spread it around work. That's my personal information.
I showed a girl that you lied about.
And later today,
Show me. Well, what do you think you were coming here for? Waltz lessons?
No.
Show me where you had paid off the bills.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Jamie Walker says former roommate Josie Noble owes for the return of his belongings. Jamie also says Josie defamed his character.
Go ahead.
May I say something to that?
Who are you?
I'm Sarah, Jamie's friend. He's staying with me at the current moment.
Sure.
On the date that Miss Noble is talking about, when she had called, it is my cellular phone. She was really rude to me, ranting and raving about different things, saying that she was going to harm Jamie and that she was going to have people after him.
What did she say she wanted?
She wanted to talk to him. She wanted to talk to him now, and I said, well, he's unavailable at this moment. He had called her back, and they had talked about it for a couple hours, and
I was at work for a couple hours.
It was like an hour, approximately an hour.
Yes.
They had worked out to where she had said that he could not come get his things. She had also called me before on my cellular phone telling me that, wondering where he was at, and told me that he was not allowed to get his things and that they were hers now.
That was not what was said on the phone at all. At all. I called there and...
Whatever. I don't know what this letter said. I don't have this letter, unless somebody has a copy of the letter. Do you have a copy of the letter?
I have proof that it was about, what it entailed.
And it was left in your house?
It was left in the apartment, yes.
Right. Which I find that you left.
But that doesn't give her the right to spread it around work.
No,
That's my personal information.
May I say something?
I showed a girl that you lied about.
You may not. It doesn't lend anything. Neither did her statement lend anything, but I thought maybe it might.
I was there a lot, around through everything that happened, so.
Spare me, would you please? He is suing for the following: for the return of his property. What personal property? A computer?
A computer.
A desk?
A desk.
You have his desk?
He doesn't have a desk. All there was a little nightstand thing.
It's a stand.
And a bed. And a couple books were left.
Fine. Where are those things?
The stand is still in the apartment, the bed is still in the apartment, and the books are still there.
Great.
I have my videos too, and my CDs.
What about his movies?
There are no CDs. There's probably 2 movies I think I still might have, but 15. No CDs.
Okay. So what I'd like you to do is get the boyfriend to help you pack up his bed, his little nightstand, his books, and his videos. Pack them up. Put them out on the front of the house 5 days from today's date. He has 3 hours, from 12 to 3. If you're not there between 12 and 3 to get your bed, your nightstand, your books, and your videos, she has the right to get rid of them. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now let's get to the issue of the rent.
Okay.
You left the premises, and I find that you had no reason to leave the premises. Even if she locked you out, you had the right to get back in there, and I don't find that she locked you out of the residence. So from the time you left in December until the time she found a roommate, you are responsible for half your rent.
Can I say something on that?
Yes.
Her ex-boyfriend now, he was living with us from the time that he moved, or that we moved into the apartment, until the time that I left. And after that, I know he was still staying there, as I know of.
When you moved in September, was he living there?
Yes.
So that you knew he was living there?
Yes.
So?
But
that was your arrangement in September. He didn't move in afterwards, right?
Right.
So stop complaining. You have to pay until she... Who was your new roommate?
She just recently moved out. She was my cousin's cousin.
And how many months did she live there?
4 months.
When did she move in?
Or 3 months.
When did she move in? I don't need her name.
March.
So the month of January and February, is that right? He wasn't there, and then you had a roommate in March. Is that right?
Because he was gone for 4 months before I got her to move in.
Doesn't sound right. $480 is what you owe her. Do you understand?
Yes.
However, we're holding the $480 until you get your property, which is going to be on the order. Do you understand?
I think she might have only been there for 2 months or...
Fine.
So
that's still only 2 months. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. I don't care whether you agree with it or not. Do you understand it? That's all.
But he was...
Maybe I shouldn't have went to go visit my mother.
He's such a liar, and so is she. Nothing but a bunch of little lies, and I'm so glad that they're out of my life.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Fair versus Wharton, step forward, please.
21-year-old bank representative Jessica Fair is suing her ex-fiancé, 23-year-old medical equipment repairman Neil Wharton, for his share of a joint loan. Neil is countersuing for a lost engagement ring.
Miss Fair, you and the defendant were engaged to be married, and there came a time when you and the defendant became inundated with bills, credit card bills, etc. So you went to your mother,
Yes.
and you asked if she could help you out with a loan,
Yes.
so that you could clear up all of your debts, and you would pay her back.
Yes.
You and the defendant would pay her back. Is that right?
Yes.
And your mother gave you $8,000.
Yes.
Then you and the defendant broke up, the engagement was off. Now, you're not seeking half the money from the defendant, but according to you, you're seeking only the amount of money that was attributed to his bills, his personal bills that were paid off from this loan from your mother.
Right.
Is that right?
Yes.
Mr. Wharton says that there was never an agreement with him and your mother for this loan. So far, is that right, Mr. Wharton? And he is counterclaiming for the value of the engagement ring, which he says was never returned to him. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Who was present when the discussion of the loan came up with your mother?
There was numerous discussions of the loan. There was a point where all three of us had been there.
Do you remember discussions about this loan to pay off your bills?
No. She had told me that she was going to seek help for her bills from her mother. I didn't know anything that had anything to do with mine. But as far as us, all three of us sitting in a room together, no.
Did you have substantial credit card bills?
Yes.
How much?
About $3,000 worth.
Now, when Miss Fair's mother agreed to make this loan, were your $3,000 worth of bills paid off?
I do not know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Exactly that. I really don't know.
Well, you get statements from your credit card company.
No. She called the credit companies and said she was filing bankruptcy and had my mailing address and everything sent to her.
Well, did you ever pay those bills, sir, the $3,000 worth of bills?
I have been paying them off, yes.
You have been?
Yes.
Show me.
I didn't.
Show me. Well, what do you think you were coming here for? Waltz lessons?
No.
Show me where you had paid off the bills. Do you have bank statements showing me that you have paid each month towards paying down this $3,000 worth of debt?
No, ma'am, I don't.
Why not?
I don't.
You want to show me proof that you paid off his credit card bills?
Yes. On the front is a spreadsheet showing everything that he owes and account numbers linked to either him or jointly, and some pay stubs with the bank statement.
What was purchased at Samuel's Jewelers?
My first engagement ring.
What happened to that?
He has it.
Is that right, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Xerox Credit Union, is that you, sir?
It was a consolidation loan. When we split, she decided she was going to take that loan, and I was going to take a wedding loan that we took out for $5,000.
What was that used for?
It was to pay off her other ring that she got.
That's not true.
Well, what was it used to pay off?
I believe we paid the DJ, and we put a down payment on the reception hall. The consolidation loan actually paid off the ring.
Is that right, sir?
Not that I know of. I believe it was with the MBNA wedding thing that we took out.
Have you been paying on that loan?
On the MBNA, yes, I have.
You have proof of that?
No, I don't.
Did he take over that loan, $5,000?
I am still receiving statements on my part saying that the loan is past due, so...
Are you also a co-signatory on that loan?
Yes, I am.
Oh, you in trouble. Now, Miss Fair, what happened to the second engagement ring?
The second engagement ring...
Look at me.
I'm sorry.
What happened to the second engagement ring, Miss Fair?
The second engagement ring was purchased in April 27th, 2 days before my birthday. We financed it jointly, and I paid that with the consolidation
So
loan.
I'm asking you where the engagement ring is.
I lost it. I don't have it.
I'm not sure if I believe that, Miss Fair, so you better tell me the truth. I'm going to give you one more opportunity. If you have an expensive piece of jewelry, what you usually do is you insure it. So you want to tell me where it is?
I honestly don't have it. When we split, I was giving him back both of his rings. I gave him back the original engagement ring. I couldn't find the other one.
That's not his fault. Did you make any payments, sir, on the consolidation loan?
We were paying from a joint bank account.
Is that right?
Yes, it is.
So he actually paid for part of the ring?
Yes.
Okay. And how much was the entire ring?
I have a receipt for it It was $2,144.63.
All right, Miss Fair, listen to me very carefully. I believe that Mr. Wharton is responsible for his own bills, and since he does not have any proof that he is currently paying off on this $3,000 credit card debt, I find that the $3,000 that you actually paid off of his credit card debt, he should be responsible for. And from that, I am deducting half of the cost of the engagement ring, which is $1,072, leaving a balance of $1,928. For that, I am issuing...
Versus McCullough. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Folks, have a seat.
Mr. McCullough, you are one of 6 children, is that right?
That's correct.
And this is your mother?
Yes.
According to what I read in your complaint, your parents were divorced.
That's correct.
And subsequent to the divorce, your father passed away.
Yes.
At the time that your father passed away, he was residing in what had been the marital home.
Yes.
As soon as he passed away, your mother moved back into the marital home. Half of the marital home belongs to your mother. Half of the marital home, according to her, belongs to the 6 children.
Yes.
It is your claim that your mother has some property that belongs to you, has some property that belongs to you and your siblings that was property of your father's that she either kept or disposed of, so you're suing for that. And also for the cost of legal fees, because you say that she filed a restraining order against you, things got so heated, and you want those legal fees paid.
That's
right?
correct.
Okay. When were your parents divorced?
Several years prior to...
Let's not go there. If you don't know the answer, say I don't know when they were divorced. When were you divorced?
2001.
How many years had you been married?
27.
And you had 6 children?
Yes.
Do you have a copy of the judgment of divorce?
Well, I have a deed that says if that will help, a deed that says that I'm owner of half the house.
Let me see the deed. Was that pursuant to the divorce judgment?
Yeah, that half the house, half the property was his and half of it was mine.
Why did your husband remain in the marital home?
Because he was sick, and I told him he could stay there.
Was there a will?
No.
Did you speak to an attorney after your father died?
I contacted an attorney who suggested that the house be put in probate. So the house was put in probate. My mother disagreed to the probate from day one.
Why would you want to put the house in probate, to have it sold?
Because we didn't know what was happening with his belongings.
What belongings, sir?
All of his belongings.
Like what?
Pictures on the walls, couches, entertainment centers, computers.
You mean furniture?
Furniture, not only furniture, but I was concerned about my belongings also.
Let's not talk about your belongings yet. Let's talk about the furniture in the house.
Okay.
Had your father refurnished when your parents separated?
Yes, he did.
Is that right?
He bought a couch, 2 couches for $35, both, at a thrift store that he furnished. And then that's the only thing he put in the house. And then the entertainment center, which was a gift from his niece.
So we're not talking about $100,000 worth of furniture?
No, ma'am.
What personal belongings of yours do you think were in the house?
A weight set, a mountain bike, boxing trophies. We had lockers in the house, Your Honor. My dad had lockers built for each individual kid. And that's where we kept a lot of our personal stuff.
Did you ask your mother for your things?
Yes, I did ask my mother for my things.
And what did she tell you?
I couldn't get none of my stuff.
What? Let me hear.
That's not true. I have some letters here from the probate lawyer asking him and asking all of them to remove their stuff.
Can I see it, please?
And there's 5 letters here.
You received a letter that was dated April 8th, 2004, correct?
Yes.
And the letter is from an attorney that says, please come and get your stuff. And if you don't come and get your stuff, they're going to dump your stuff. And since you and your other brother are prohibited from going to her house because there was a restraining order against you, you were supposed to make arrangements through Mark. Who's Mark?
Another brother of mine.
Or someone else to have their belongings identified and removed. Did you do that?
I tried to contact him to find out a day and time to do that. He said he'd call me back. The guy never called me back.
Why didn't you have the attorney that you spoke to, Mr. McCullough, contact the probate attorney for your father's estate and say, listen, my client has been trying to get his stuff. He can't make an arrangement. Or is there another agenda here that I am not figuring out? And I somehow believe that there's something cooking here other than your baseball jacket and a couple of trophies that are in a locker. You want to tell me what it is?
What it is, Your Honor, is I thought that I would be able to get my stuff.
I'm not talking about your stuff. I'm saying this has to do with something other than your stuff that was in a locker, a baseball jacket and a couple of trophies. It had to do with something more than that, probably something that had to do with money, because you wanted your mother to sell the house, right?
No, I didn't want my mother to sell
Well, then
the
why go to probate if you didn't want your mother to sell the house?
What it had to do with was not only my stuff, but my father's stuff had gotten removed from the house. The day she moved in, she brought her stuff in. There wasn't room for both of their stuff in the house. So she started disposing of his property. And not only his property.
How did she dispose of your father's property?
Dump.
Is your mother crazy? No.
No.
You think she would dispose of stuff in a dump that was worthwhile, that she could have sold for some money? Of course she would have. So she took the stuff that was junk and she got rid of it. So what are you complaining about?
It was junk to her. We never got offered none of this stuff. She never said...
Okay, you mean she took it upon herself. Your mother took it upon herself to decide what was junk and what was good stuff, and you felt that she should have consulted her children. She should have consulted her children about that before she got rid of it.
Yes.
And that's what it's all about.
Yes.
Get over it.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
You think it was easy for your mother to raise 6 children with a man who had problems with drugs and alcohol?
No.
Grow up. Your mother has not had a very easy life.
And later today,
he said that it's his pool and he's going to get it cleaned the way he decides.
He's absolutely right. He doesn't have to deal with your 2 guys. He's already dealt with one person who doesn't have insurance.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Mario McCullough says after his father died, his mother, Belinda McCullough, threw out property belonging to him, his siblings, and his deceased father.
You have a life? Do you have children?
Yes, I do.
You have a wife?
I'm engaged.
You're engaged, but you have children?
Yes.
Are you engaged to the mother of your children?
No, I have custody of my children.
Okay. How old are your children?
My daughter's 7, going to be 8.
Yeah.
And my son's 5.
Okay. And you make judgments with regard to things?
Yes.
Is that right? Without consulting them, right?
Yes.
Because you are their what?
Parent.
And how old is your mother? Do you know?
No, I don't.
You don't know how old your mother is? How old are you?
53.
Your mother's 53. She raised 6 children, right?
Yes.
And when she and your father separated, was your father ill?
Yes, he was.
What was the nature of his illness?
He had esophagus problems.
What was the nature of his illness?
He had illness due to his esophagus, but it was due to alcohol and drugs.
And you moved out of the house after how many years with him?
27.
Did your father have a problem with drugs and alcohol?
Yes, he did.
So you think it was easy for your mother to raise 6 children with a man who had problems with drugs and alcohol?
No.
So you think that she was forced to make judgments every day with regard to not only what was best for her children, but what was best for her husband, who had problems, and her? You think she was called on to do that?
Yes.
And you think she held a meeting every time she had to make one of those decisions?
No.
You think she made more weighty decisions about whether something was an old couch that was a piece of junk or a good couch that she could sell for $25? You think she made really important decisions over 25 years? So why would you think, Mr. McCullough, that after she moves back into the house, which she left because she said he was sick, she was nice enough not to tell me why he was sick. He was sick and I felt as if he should stay at the house. That after he died, she moves back into the house, and the house is full of junk, somebody who's got a drug problem, an alcohol problem. So she moves her good stuff back into the house, her stuff that she wants to live with, and gets rid of his old junk. You think she should have to stop and say, I have to ask all of my 6 children, get together and have a meeting to figure out what we should do with this $35 couch? Mr. McCullough, your mother probably had a very difficult time for 25 years with your father, right?
Yes.
Despite that, it appears to me as if you are a nice young man. You got your priorities out of kilter, Mr. McCullough. Was your father a rich man?
No, he wasn't.
Is your mother a rich woman?
No, she wasn't.
Ms. McCullough, is there anything in any of those cubbies or lockers that you still have in the house?
Your Honor, I got pictures. This is the locker. This is some of the stuff that I took out of the house. It's on the porch.
Can I see it, please? Do you have any of his memorabilia, your son's memorabilia, his... Who are you?
Your Honor, I'm his sister and her daughter. There is stuff still in the basement that hasn't been removed. The weight set is still in the basement, and if there's any memorabilia, it could either be in the shed or in the basement. There is boxes full of stuff.
Tell me your name.
Julia Ferfaro.
Julia, will you do me a favor?
Yes.
He wants his weight set back.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
And I want you to take a look and see if there are any trophies there.
Okay.
What kind of trophies are they?
Your Honor, I have a picture of my trophies in a garbage can on the front porch.
Well, if they're on the garbage can on the front porch, why didn't you take them, sir? Who took the picture?
My brother took the picture.
Well, if your brother took the picture, why didn't he take the trophies out of the garbage can?
Because he didn't want, because there was a restraining order put in place saying that nothing should be removed from the home.
Oh, stop. If your brother was close enough to the house to see in the garbage can that your trophies were in the garbage can, he should have taken them out of the garbage can. Make arrangements for him to get his weight set. Mr. McCullough,
Yes.
Grow up, sir. Did you consent to an order of protection? Your mother filed for a restraining order. She said you were harassing her and a person that lives in the house with her. She has a boyfriend living in the house now?
Yes.
No, he doesn't live there.
Or he was there. So there was a protective order. Did you consent to a protective order being issued against you?
I consented to a second restraining order.
Fine. Then you can't sue on it, sir. Put your hand down. Grow up. Your mother has not had a very easy life. Why don't we try making it easier for her, not more difficult, sir? You're getting your weight set back, and if you can't make up with your mother after all the times and years that she took care of you, that is your problem. Do not visit that on me. Your weight set's going to be returned to you within 3 days. That's all. Step out.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
With Judge Judy talking to him, I pray that what she said, you know, really goes deep into his heart.
She benefited from my father's death when she was his ex-wife.
I just think he's angry because my mother had divorced my father and she was moving on with her life.
I've got 3 other brothers that are on my side.
I just think it's unfortunate that it tears a family apart.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Tardif, Morales versus Harrison. Step forward, please.
Grad student Joseph Ted Tardif and his roommate, Adrian Morales, are suing landscape business owner Alan Harrison for damage to their swimming pool. Ted and Adrian say Alan accidentally drove his stump cutter into the pool.
Mr. Tardif, according to what I read in your complaint, you hired Mr. Harrison to come and grind some tree stumps in your backyard. And he had an accident in your backyard. He and his machine fell into your swimming pool, causing some damage. You want him to pay for the damage to your pool. Mr. Harrison acknowledges that he had the
accident.
He acknowledges that he and his machine tipped over and went into your pool. It was entirely his fault, correct, Mr. Harrison?
Yes.
Except he said that the pool was not damaged to the extent you say it was, and he's not going to build you a new pool, which is really what you want. He's willing to clean it up, but that's about it. Is that right?
We had the agreement, yes.
Well, I don't know what agreement you had, but I assume Mr. Tardif is going to tell me. Mr. Harrison, what kind of business do you have?
I operate a stump grinding business and a tree and landscape demolition removals.
How long have you been doing it?
3 years.
You have insurance?
No.
Why not?
Well, I just couldn't afford it at the time, and I'm still trying to build up. Things are a little bit tight, and I don't have insurance.
Who are these people?
These are my witnesses to cleaning the pool and to removing the stump cutter from the pool.
Okay. Do you have a picture of the stump cutter?
I have pictures.
I would like to see it. I don't know what a stump cutter looks like. Did you put in the pool, or was the pool
It was
there?
there when we bought the house.
So this is really what you're talking about. So you're talking about the staining and the cracks in the bottom of the pool.
Yes.
You have any photographs, Mr. Harrison?
Video.
I'd like to see your video.
Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever seen a stump grinder at the bottom of a swimming pool?
I bet not.
His name is Chewy, and we've got a chip right there, And a little one right there, and a little scrape over there. Little gunite scraper. Something along those lines. But we're going to set up some ramps and wheel this baby out pretty much that direction. We'll come along, get her out of here so his friend can skate the pool finally.
What is that supposed to show me, sir?
The damage, there was minor damage done to the pool when it fell in, the scrapes and the small chip.
How do I know that? The bottom of the pool is all full of mud.
It was on the side.
How do I know the bottom of the pool was all full of mud, sir? How do I know what was at the bottom of the pool?
When the stump grinder fell in, it rolled over, it put a scrape in the pool, it came down and it sat in one spot. And that's all it did.
Were you down there, sir?
I was in the pool when it went in. And I saw the stump cutter actually just lower itself down and stop in one spot.
Mr. Harrison, you have a problem, sir. Let me tell you what you should have had instead of a video camera. Insurance. Unfortunately, there may have been some chips and nicks that existed in this pool before, but you are responsible for putting this pool back into a pristine condition, because you are not going to be able to demonstrate to any court satisfaction that this pool was in rotten condition before your stump cutter grinder fell into it.
Well, what happened was this. We came to an agreement that minor damage was done by myself, but it wasn't that bad. So I said, okay, you find somebody, I'll pay for the cleaner. And he said, I also want $1,000 free compensation for further work done on the pool. I said, okay, I was thinking about $800, but $1,000 sounded fine. About a few days later, I get a call from a representative of his pool cleaning company giving me Sully's phone number, of which I have his card and an invoice. And when I communicated it to Mr. Tardif that we were kind of having a little problem with the pool cleaner going in there, he said that it's his pool and he's going to get it cleaned the way he decides.
He's absolutely right.
Yes, he is.
He's absolutely right. He doesn't have to deal with your two guys. He's already dealt with one person who doesn't have insurance. Who's your insurance carrier?
I don't have an insurance carrier.
Right. You understand what I'm saying to you, sir? It's not up to
it.
you to determine how he gets his pool fixed.
Okay, but
you
that was
should
our
have been
agreement.
more careful.
Yes.
A. You should have had insurance. B. And if not, you saved on the premiums for 3 years. Now it's going to cost you. End of discussion. Oh, goodness gracious. Do I need you anymore? I mean, you're not a genius. If you have stumps that you want taken out of your house, you get somebody who's licensed and has insurance. I don't let somebody on my property unless they have insurance. So if there's an accident, you don't have to have this problem. You say, just give me the name of your insurance carrier. Put it into my insurance, and they'll pay the bill for the right kind of person to clean out and to take care of my pool. Do you understand?
Yeah, I totally
Very good.
understand.
Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $3,700. That's all.
Thank you. Parties are excused. You may step out. Calendar in the matter of Samuels versus Jordan.
Thanks, Bert.
You're welcome, Judge. Parties have been sworn in, Your Honor. You may be seated. Gentlemen, have seats, please.
Oh. Miss Samuels, is this your current boyfriend?
Yes.
And Ms. Jordan, this is your current boyfriend?
Yes.
According to your complaint, the defendant used to date your boyfriend.
That is correct.
And because she was angry with you, or whatever, for dating this gentleman, she vandalized your car.
Yeah.
She says she didn't do it, and she is counterclaiming because she says that you harass her. Right? Could you step up for a moment? I just want to see what everybody's fighting over. Could you pick your pants up? What's your name?
Louis Castillo.
How old are you, Louis?
20.
You live at home?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Knew you were going to get it right, Louis, eventually. How long did you date Miss Jordan?
Probably for like 3 years.
Whose idea was it to break off the relationship, yours or hers?
Both of ours.
How long have you been dating Miss Samuels? She could pick up her pants, too. I don't have to look at her belly.
Probably for like 6 months.
Have you had any contact with Miss Jordan?
No.
Do you know of any reason why she didn't like Miss Samuels?
I wouldn't know.
Don't know? Have no clue. A man of few words. Have a seat. All right, so tell me about this vandalism, Miss Samuels. When did it happen?
6/25/02.
And where did it occur?
Driscoll and Paseo Padre.
Who lives there?
My friend Lisa.
So tell me what happened.
I was over at Lisa's visiting her, and she received a phone call from Barbara. She was going to come over. Well, Lisa told her no, and Barbara couldn't figure out exactly why she didn't want her to come over. So
Barbara being across the street at the payphone at the gas station.
How do you know that?
It says on Lisa's caller ID, payphone, and Lisa knows the payphone across the street.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, she noticed my car being across the street.
How do you know she noticed your car?
Because she knows my car. How? I don't know.
Okay, just tell me, don't tell me what she noticed, what she saw. Just you tell me what you saw and what you heard. Okay, so she called Lisa's house. Is that right?
Yeah.
And Lisa told you not to come over.
Yeah, that time.
I'm reading your answer because your answer seems to verify that. And you went over anyway.
She called me earlier in the day and told me to come over. I said, I got to finish getting ready. And then I called her from the payphone and said I was there. She said, don't come over. And I said, okay. And then he got on the phone.
Louis?
Yes. And he said, I'm going to meet you across the street. I said, why do I need to meet you for? And then they hung up on me. So I went to her apartment and I knocked on the door.
You went to Lisa's apartment?
Yes, and I knocked on the door.
So you knew at that point that Louis was there?
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear Miss Samuels
No.
there? What happened when she came over?
She was banging on the door saying for me to come out. She said, come out here, I'm going to kick your ass. Why don't you come out here?
So then, according to you, she knew you were there?
Yeah.
Okay. And you did not come out?
No.
I see it again. Thank you. What happened next?
I received a phone call after Louis had left to get her out of there.
Louis went outside?
Yeah.
Louis, did you see her when you went outside? Louis?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You went outside. What did you see when you got outside? Just look at me. Don't make up any stories because you know what will happen to you. I'll wipe up the floor with you.
I know.
Just tell me what you saw and what you heard when you got outside, if anything.
I seen her. Basically, I was just telling her, you know what I mean, why are you starting trouble? You know what I mean, I'm out of here. Just get out of here, you know what I mean?
Could you try to speak clearly, you know? So you told her basically to get out?
Yeah. That, you know what I mean, it's over with.
Louis, I know that you're a nice guy. So the answer is yes.
Yes.
And what did she respond to you? Did she say anything?
Talking a bunch of garbage or whatever.
Louis, do you curse in front of your mother?
No.
Would you curse in front of the priest?
No, ma'am.
So you would have to search in your vocabulary and find other words to use, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I want you to tell me what she said to you when you told her to leave.
She was really, like, crying, tell you the truth. She was, like, crying and, like, tripping because she seen me.
She was crying?
Because she seen her car out there and she knew I was with her, basically.
Don't tell me what she knew. I want you to tell me what you saw. You saw her crying?
Yeah.
Did she say anything to you
There were mostly cuss words.
that she said to you?
Yeah.
Did she finally leave?
I thought she left because my sister lives in the same apartments. And I went to my sister's house and I came back out and she was at her car.
You saw her at her car?
Yeah, because her
No,
car...
no, look at me. You actually saw her near Miss Samuel's car? Look at me.
Yeah, it's right there on the corner of Driscoll and Paseo Padre.
How close did you see her to the car? From where you are to where?
The microphone.
How long was she standing that close to the car that you saw?
15 to 20 minutes. Because I was trying to have her leave the apartment complex. I left and went in my sister's house and she was gone. But when I came back, my brother-in-law had told me that she was out there still.
Did you see her when you came out there again? Is that when you saw her at the car, or did you not actually see her at the car?
I seen her at the car.
When?
The first time.
The first time?
Yeah. As soon as we left the apartment complex.
Down, Louis. Now as clear as mud.
Fog is not lifting.
Okay, when had you parked the car there?
I would say not even a half hour before I was just there.
About a half hour before Miss Jordan came over?
Yes.
When did you see the car again?
After I was clear that she had left. I'm not about to go out there after she said she was going to kill me.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
How come you didn't say, I was in the car, I saw what happened, I didn't do it, somebody else did it?
I said that I was there.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Erin Samuel says her boyfriend's ex, Barbara Jordan, vandalized her car. Barbara says she didn't do it.
Did you have any further conversation with Miss Jordan?
She had called my cell phone and told me, come out and look in my car.
She called you on your cell phone?
Yeah. After
When?
the incident happened, right after she did it and left.
Okay, good. And then you went out and saw what damaged the car. Let me see it.
This is of the windshield, and the police report says how they examined the vehicle themselves and took pictures, but I don't know how to get those pictures.
kind of car do you have?
I don't have one.
What kind of car do you drive in?
I don't.
Who's Kim?
My mom.
But your mother has a car.
Yeah. He does
Look at
too,
that. Look at that. Your mother has a car.
She's in jail though.
Your mother has a car.
Yes.
That a witness says matched the license plate of the car that was responsible for the damage to her car.
That's true.
Ooh,
I
how
was there,
interesting.
but I did not do it.
How interesting.
The girl I was with did do it.
Really?
Yes. I didn't even know her car. I did not know nothing about her, but this girl
The
had
girl
known
who
her.
was driving the car did it?
No, not the driver.
You were the driver?
No, neither one of us were the driver. There was a third girl involved.
So you were in the car?
Yes.
Good! How come you didn't mention that in your answer?
What?
How come you didn't say, I was in the car, I saw what happened, I didn't do it, somebody else did it?
I said that I was there.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I said that I was there, and I called from across the street on the payphone.
No, you didn't say that you were there. Listen, Barbara, you didn't say in your answer anything about being